Welcome back. You know how back in Trails in the Sky, it happened in the Crossbow games as well, didn't it? Where you had the NPCs running on the spot. Like they were doing something, they were always running on the spot. I'm thinking in Daybreak it's waving. Waving is the active thing that people do all the time without stopping. I mean, me and you, we'd find it strange how just two people were constantly waving back and forth at each other, but no. Apparently here it's normal. Anyway, let's do the rounds over here. Lyle. Hey Lyle, I figured I would let you know I'm the one in charge of the first year stalls for the upcoming festival. I've got the auto on. Where's me auto? How do I turn the auto off? How do I turn the auto off? How do I turn it off? Is it off? That said, though, I'm kind of impressed. I don't know what you've said now. It's pointless because I don't know what they've said now. Can we do the thing where we leave and come back? Let's go in. All because I wanted to talk about the waving. The game got upset with me. I was just like this person. Oh no, you put your arms down, huh? Well, fair enough. Like, those two are still waving over there, though. Anyway, someone that'd make a good pair with me. Does such a girl already exist? Okay. I have someone in mind that would be a good match for Lyle. I'm just not sure how they feel about each other yet. It might be a bit too early to spark a flame. Oh. Anyway, let's go speak to a kitty. Meow. I wonder if in the Sky remake we'll actually get the kitty talk for dummies. I hope we do. There certainly are quite a few rather unique students among the Aramis crowd. Just watching them all makes me feel terribly pleased. Surely you feel the same, Madeline? Yes, meow, meow.
So sleepy.
I can't believe it's already been 4 months since Cray's tragedy. Well, at least the city seems to have regained its sense of calm, for now. If only we could spend our days in peace. Oh, if only, if only. You're such a good boy, Apollo. Playing with you's my favourite. Woof woof, yes. Oh, very well.
Welcome to Andalusia Patisserie.
I'll be heading off on a food tour in a moment. Everyone stopped speaking when I spoke to him. I've decided to end the day with a real slice of luxury as well. Andalusia's cake. I made plans for all my other stops too, of course. This is going to be so exciting.
Alright, let's move.
Maybe it was just because I came... Maybe it was these two speaking. I was wondering, like, maybe, like, Falcom had accommodated? Accommodated, that's not even a word. Accommodated, for me reading stuff out, so it, like, paused everything else. So it was like, oh, maybe they'll do that in future. Maybe. Food tours can be pretty expensive, you know. That's why I had to get a part-time job. Thankfully, it's in the food service industry, so I get free meals too. It's been a real lifeline. Oh, that's cool. I'm one of Andalusia's most loyal customers. I've been coming here forever. Holland considers me one of his regulars, of course. He's even memorized which cakes I like the most. He really knows how to please his fans. Yeah, there is a niceness to that.
So sleepy.
Just like being a regular at a place. It really does help. Oh, Agnes, did you make some new friends recently? Hello, Mr. Holland. Actually, these two are exchange students. They just arrived in Edith the other day. Nice to meet you. These cakes look so yummy, by the way. Andalusia Patissiere. So this is one of Van's favorite bakeries. You know Van as well. Then it's decided. You need to try some of our samples. Oh, fresh orange cake. Ooh. Thank you. If you're sure, we don't mean to be a bother or anything. Oh, it's no problem at all. Just think of it as a little advertisement. Thank you very much, Mr. Holland. I suppose it's a bit unusual for exchange students to come so late in the year, but it's always nice to see new faces. Please feel free to stop by on your way home from school tomorrow sometime.
What would you like?
We already got the fresh orange cake, thank you.
Yeah, come again.
Oh, I might do, sir. I might do. Oh, there's someone up here. What are you doing? Alright, now that all my luggage has been dropped off, I can finally go diving again. Let's see, I should probably stay in the general vicinity today. Diving? Is she talking about the underground tunnels? There's no way. Well, actually, considering this is Sigourney we're talking about. No, the exchange students. Did you need us for something? No, not really. I just couldn't help but notice that the two of you are in incredible shape. We sure are. The very picture of peak performance. Uh-oh. It's gonna be one of the 4 SPGs, I feel. I assume you guys go diving as well. Well, whatever. Should be fine as long as we don't bump into each other. And what if we do? Then what? Meow. Let's get the 4 SPG.
What's on the menu?
Indeed. Let's stop destruction. According to recent intel, a dangerous monster, the Regina Geist, has been sighted in the Auber District's abandoned subway line. We would greatly appreciate you taking care of this beast in the guild's stead. Alright. We'll head underground at some point. Oh, can I go now? It's right down there. May as well if it's right here, you know. Ding. Right, one of every enemy.
Enemy eliminated.
Enemy eliminated.
Keep your eyes peeled for ranged attacks.
Where'd it go?
Charge attack.
This cutie has booty. Some serious tail out
That means there's a chest nearby. But you know, don't feel as bad as like I'd miss a chest in this one due to the garden. It's like I could just do another floor and get a chest that replaces that sort of thing.
Good work.
Alright, looks like we've
That looks like a nice chest.
potentially done one of every enemy here. Turbo it a little bit.
Careful. There's a whole swarm of them.
Keep your eyes peeled for ranged attacks.
I mean, I still want that though. Oh, new ones. I remember seeing things like this
Nana wins again.
outside of the Twilight situation.
Keep your eyes peeled for ranged attacks.
But stuck on walls.
This could get tricky.
Stop shooting at me. It's rather rude. Just went right through him. Ooh. I need to check if there's a chest further back.
That looks like a nice chest.
Yeah. Because even though we got the map opened up, doesn't mean I haven't seen the chest, you know. Ding ding ding. Out the way.
This cutie has booty.
Ooh. Saw them glowing down there. Okay. Just go straight at them. Hello. I fear some foe is prowling around. Exterminate.
Blowing charge. Let's get to it.
I mean,
We're doing good.
it's Anya's though, so she can't exactly use that crit to our benefit too much.
Here I go. Jabril guard.
Go Nana Festival though.
Activating skill.
I'm putting you in charge, Captain Tettle. Sucks to be them.
Boom.
Finish. What the?
Boost gauge limit increased.
Nope, that was it. Alright. Oh, that was it for that one.
Activating skill.
Now.
It's fine, you're gonna be done pretty soon.
Do this!
Activating skill.
Fear!
Quest complete.
Number 2.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Kill, kill, kill. Oh. Delightful. Any chest or anything down here? Doesn't seem like there is. Right. I missed that chest. It's a good job I looked at the map.
Rest point detected.
I noticed. Here. Ah! I need to get that done.
Beginning infiltration sequence.
Indeed. Boop, boop, ba-doop, boop, 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 boop.
Expanding search field. Analyzing code. Security clear. Expanding search field.
Go down here, actually.
Expanding search field. Expanding search
Uh-oh.
field.
Well, that's the end over there. I can see it.
Security
On
clear.
the map there, look. Oh, it's just checkpoint. I thought that was the end. I was like,
Expanding
what?
search field.
We're done? Okay, you're a bit further.
Expanding search field.
Quick, 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 quick.
Expanding search field.
There it is, there it is.
Code under analysis. Security clear. Expanding search field. Mission accomplished.
Mission successful. Let's see, we're definitely done that. Right, let's get on back out to the Auber district. We're near
Here I
the
go.
Patisserie.
After that, I will...
Lovely. Lovely. Right, let's carry on the rounds. In fact, we'll go up there first. Princess Zita actually spoke to me the other day. It caught me by surprise, honestly. I swear she becomes more beautiful and intelligent every day. Prince Sharid must be very proud. Oh, no doubt. Who are you, sir? Oh, Ryan. Regardless, I was glad to hear Alsaim's thoughts on the matter. Please give the ambassador my best. Of course, it was an honor to hear your opinions as well, Senator Ryan. This trip has allowed us to reaffirm the Republican Party's intentions to retain good relations with our country. I hope we can look forward to hearing more from you on the topic in the future. Well, please remember that the views I expressed are not officially held by our party. They're only my personal opinion. I must follow my own principles, after all, even if the matter means drifting away from the Republican Party's mainstream politics. At any rate, I should be going. Allow me to offer my gratitude once more. Huh. Isn't that Senator Ryan Connery? He's been in the news a lot lately. He's said to be a young, up-and-coming member of the Republican Party. Plenty of people have their eye on him. I see. Looks a little young for a politician, don't you think? But there's something about him that makes him seem so capable. Well, that's probably going to be like a character that's important later then. I know I've said my goodbyes, but I don't feel like going home just yet. Perhaps I should take this time to stop by the church. I suppose it has been a while. This would be a good chance to re-examine my path under the eyes of the goddess. Very well. Welcome to Edith Cathedral. Our place of worship is open to everyone and anyone, no matter your background. Please feel free to stop by whenever you'd like.
I should offer up another prayer.
It's Philia. I wonder what those girls are praying for. Oh no, stop letting your thoughts stray, Philia. Dear, oh dear. How was Sunday school, Lamia? Well, maths was pretty hard, but we ended up doing some arts and crafts after. Wait a minute, isn't Daddy supposed to be home soon? still need to finish the picture I drew for him. Come on, Mummy, we need to hurry. I'm sure he'll be more than thrilled to see it. We need to get it done, hurry up! There's another bottle. Sorted. Might as well get a few things while I'm around here. Just wondering if there was anyone else around outside for the rounds, and there isn't from what I can see.
Edith Cathedral sure is impressive.
You can say that again. It was erected around 510, which makes it the oldest building in Edith. Wow, Aggie! You really know your stuff!
So, you're Yota, right? Where do you live? I live with my mummy. Do you all live above ground? Huh? Of course we do. You know, you're kind of weird, Yota.
Okay.
Whoa, these kids are all the same age as me. I love this school thing. Can't wait to talk to everyone. Aww. It's adorable. Let's see what's going on with you then. You said your name was Gabriella, correct? How did Yota like his first day of Sunday school? Well, he definitely seems to have enjoyed himself, so I guess I can't really complain. But we don't even have a home address at the moment. Don't think we'll be allowed to. They must have fallen on difficult times recently. That's not the issue, but there's no need to seek permission for his education. Under the goddess, we are all equal. Right. She can say that all she wants, but do the others actually believe it? Looks like they're in the middle of something. Isn't she from the Blacklight district? Yeah. The people of the church are friendlier than I thought they'd be. I'm still kind of on edge about this, though. Just don't want to cause any trouble. Gotta look out for Yota, though. Is it alright if I ask you a few questions? As long as you're comfortable, of course.
So sleepy.
We'll go get a nap, then! Jeez. What are you doing in here? I wonder what the shop was. Isn't that? I'm in the middle of a trip at the moment, but I needed to stop by the capital for an errand real quick. I'll have to get back on the road soon, though. Go see your kids, though. I mean, don't even think I've got time to visit the kids. Just go see them! Anyway, it looks like you students have some business to attend to as well. Would you like to take a look at my wares? I pick up a variety of items from all over the world. Some of it trash and some of it's treasure. Kinda weird, but sure. We'll take a peek. Yeah, let's see what you got.
Okay.
I should be heading out soon. I just need to stop by the capital for a quick errand. Now the kid's adjusting. Imagine it'll take some time getting used to it all. Well, what she does with her life now will be up to her and her alone. Doubt she'd want an old man like me butting in on her business again.
No need to be shy now.
I do wonder how she is doing. Assuming we're all thinking the same thing there. The artist one. Just making sure I get at least one of everything. I think we got one of every... No, that's a 9. That's not a 0, it's a 9! Drivers will get celebrate! Plugins. Good there. Custom, we could get the rest of the slots sorted at a later date. Sipeth Mask. Quite a bit of money.
Come again.
I will potentially see about that.
No need to be shy now.
I'll get that. I did not need to get that. I've got 2 already. Okay. Customize. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, like, why is that white? It's like, because I already got another one, haven't I? Because I
Come again.
silly, stupidly bought another one. Got the Tyrell times already.
Come again.
We
What would
want
you
the
like?
trade, don't we? See if there's anything here. We'll take that up there. Still left to the iron wrench, really, aren't we? Where do we get the iron wrench, though? That's the question.
Come again. No need to be shy now.
Get those.
Come again.
Okay.
The cathedral is
magnificent.
My work as a liaison often requires me to visit churches around the Republic. I tend to see people who use the Revolution Festival as a turning point in their life. It really drives home just how strong people can be and how weak. It seems like the city's been a bit calmer lately. The tragedy at Cray Village left many deep scars. We'll be healing from them for a while yet. But I have faith that we can move forward with our lives hand in hand. Anyone? Nope. Okay. Think we're done with the rounds then. Think. From the looks of it. Let's do a double check outside. Yeah, all the dots are great. Right, let's go over to Aramis. Yeah, entrance.
Here I go!
Here we go. Next floor, isn't it? Because we don't want to go inside yet, no. Slump in sales. Our after-school sales have been on the decline recently, but I think I might know what's causing it. If possible, I'd like to discuss this with the student council. As always, I'll be at the school store on the first floor. You mean the ground floor? Oh, looks like Roscoe left a suggestion recently. Wait a sec. Thought only students could use the suggestion box. Nope, it's open to everyone, on campus, faculty included. But they typically only come to us when they need help with an issue outside their purview. That must seem pretty unusual, huh? Well, considering Aramis values student independence, I think it makes perfect sense. Bet you guys must hold a lot of sway over them then. Probably enough to talk the school store into stocking all your favorite sweets, yeah? Not necessarily. Although we certainly get our fair share of requests asking us to... Anyway, it seems like the store's in a bit of a pinch at the moment. Let's head over and see what Roscoe has to say. Let's go see Roscoe down on the ground floor.
Sorry, I'll have to pass. I've got practice after this.
I mean, yeah, if you've got practice, like during practice, I assume for basketball, you'll have to pass at some point. You can't hog the ball the whole time. Welcome. Can I help you find something? Sorry to bother you in the middle of work, it's just that Anya's explained the note they found in the suggestion box. Oh, so that's why you're here. You kids are already so busy. I'd hate to pile more on your plate, but not at all. It comes with the territory. Anyway, you mentioned you were worried about sales, right? Yes, our after-school sale numbers have been on the decline recently. Not all of a sudden either, but gradually, day after day and week after week. On top of that, the items we've seen fewer sales on in particular are some sports drink and nutritional supplements. I see. So there's a decrease in specific products being sold. I haven't changed up our selection any, so I don't really think there's a problem with the store itself. It's just... In the note you said you might have some idea about why this is happening. Yeah, at the moment that just sounds like people are just changing their habits. So it's like, that happens. You know, ups and downs in sales and stuff like that. Yeah, you see, we actually have a few regulars that tend to come on by after school. Guess you could say they contributed to a pretty big portion of our sales. But they've stopped coming in lately. So who are these regulars of yours? The basketball club. They come by all the time before practice, sometimes even during. I've heard our teams are good enough to make nationals because of how rigorous they are with their training. Considering what you stock, it makes sense that they'd be your most common customers. Basketball, huh? It was pretty fun when we played during gym this afternoon. I like how you have to stay coordinated with your teammates while also keeping toe-to-toe with the opposition. Yeah, you look so cool, S. Yeah, anyway, I think we're getting a little off topic here. You gave us some details about the situation, but I'm still not sure what you want us to do about it. Do you want us to look into what's going on with the basketball club, or are you just interested in improving your sales? Naturally, sales are what I'm most concerned with. It's just that I'm also worried about the club too. That's part of why I put that note in the suggestion box, since it involves some Aramis students. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound like I was coming down on you. We just want to make sure we fully understand our client's request. Client? You sound so professional. Oh, well, you know, they used to do this stuff like this all the time at their old school because they're exchange students. What she said. Anyway, we're taking this case, right? Yeah, but yeah. Consider this sounds like something the student council would want to investigate anyway. We'll go ahead and take your case. It could just be a coincidence. Maybe they don't like the stuff they sell here anymore. Yeah, that's possible, but... Well, even if they're totally fine, it would be a huge weight off my shoulders to know for sure. Yeah. I hate to ask students to handle something like this, but anything you could find out would be greatly appreciated. Of course, we're happy to be of help. Let's start by talking to Sasha. She's the captain of the girls' basketball team. I'm sure she won't mind sharing some info with us. She's likely either in the courtyard or in the auditorium. Didn't realize the club had separate teams for boys and girls. Makes sense, though. We're learning all kinds of things today. Okay, time to jump back into the Aramis Expedition Squad, Arkwright Solutions Edition. After school chapter.
For SPG time!
Slump in sales. Okay. Whoop. There you are.
Do you have a moment?
Oh, everything's been pretty normal on our end. We're just having practice today like we always do. I mean, we did slack off a little bit after the Winter Nationals, but that's about the only issue I can think of. Right now, though, everybody's pumped up for our next big tournament. Oh, there's that fighting spirit I've heard so much about. I've heard that Aramis has a strong basketball club. You guys must do some pretty harsh training. You could say that, but it's not all about how much you practice. Fostering good relationships is our major key to success, and not just with the players, but with managers too. For example, the manager for the first-year girls is really diligent and thoughtful. She's always the last to leave after practice because she wants to make sure everything gets put away neatly. Having someone like that around really helps encourage the spirit of teamwork. I totally get where she's coming from. Some people may work fast, but they can be super sloppy about it. You're one to talk. Sounds like you know your team inside and out. Well, when you're a captain, part of your role is to look out for everyone. I'm sure I've talked your ears off about the team for long enough, though. Getting back to your question, I think you'd be more worried about the boys' team. They've been practicing as usual, but for whatever reason, they just seem kinda... down. They used to get so fired up about everything. Honestly, it was almost obnoxious. But they've been oddly quiet by comparison lately. I was actually considering bringing it up to their captain. I see. So something's going on with the boys' team. I should probably be the one to see what's up, but if you guys are already looking into it, would you mind checking in on them for me? Of course. We don't mind at all. I think I saw the boys were over in the courtyard. Let's go see what they have to say. Well, let's go have a word.
Do you have a moment?
Doesn't even have a name, though. Should have known Sasha would figure out something's up. So you guys really are having trouble. It's hard to put in a word, but it's like we're running into all kinds of issues lately. Like having to fill out basketballs with air right before practice because they'd all gone flat. Sometimes we'll find ourselves missing stuff like jerseys or tape right when we need them. Maybe you got a poltergeist? Honestly, a poltergeist would be less trouble at this point. Everyone's getting pretty frustrated because of how these issues keep messing with the tempo of our training. Some members are even starting to suspect one another of trying to drag us all down. Strange that none of this has been happening to the girls' team. Where do you guys keep all your spare basketball stuff? In the boys' basketball locker room on the first floor of the clubhouse. The manager maintains it all for us, which makes them the prime suspects. Let's go ask them to see if they know anything. They might be able to give us a new lead. Thank you, Mr. Leader, whatever. Right, so... Well, they said first floor, so we should go to the first floor. You see, because this is the ground floor, because it's on the ground. Yes. Ivor's fine, don't worry.
One music.
I see. Can't say I blame you for wanting to talk to me about it. You haven't been playing pranks on the team, have you? Could you be any more blunt? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if some of our players suspected the same thing. Only the manager and the advisor are given keys to the clubhouse, and nobody else should be able to get in. But I swear I haven't been pulling pranks on anybody. Still, I think that's enough, Nadia. But if that's the case, then it's likely the culprit is a member of the basketball club. Hey manager, can I get some spare bandages? Sure, got them right here for you. Thanks. Try not to push yourself out there, okay? If you don't loosen up every now and then, you'll wear yourself out before you even get an actual match. You're right. I'm just trying to make sure I'm ready before the tournament is all. Especially after I've managed to climb all the way to the first string. Oh, there's that fighting spirit I've heard so much about. Part 2. But it's hard to train as much as I want when I've got somebody messing with us all the time. I don't want to miss the chance to show my girlfriend how much I've improved at this next tournament. Girlfriend? Ah, the springtime of youth. Knock it off, Nadia. It's only natural that you'd want to make a good impression on someone so important to you. She's a really thoughtful person, and she's always been supportive of me. This is the best way I know to thank her. Yeah, believe me, I know how passionate you are about this. Anyway, if you need anything else, just let me know, okay? You got it. Talk to you later. There's a pause then. Yeah, why did you pause? We'll continue our investigation and let you know what we find. Like those guys noticed it. Actually, considering Miss Sonia also has a key to this room, maybe we should go talk to her. Sounds good to me. Thanks for all your help so far. Yeah, he did a little walk out, but he paused when he walked out. Why? Why? What? Expected the green bit to be there. I assume you're a level up. Level up. Oh, here we go. What? Doors everywhere. Stuff in the way!
Do you have a moment?
The basketball club. Oh, yes, I do have a key to their locker rooms. I'm the advisor to all the sports clubs on campus. Do you ever loan the key out for any reason? Maybe with a record of who checks it out? No, only very rarely. Since we don't want to risk anyone stealing stuff. We're pretty strict on the managers about that kind of thing as well. However, the keys do open both the boys' and girls' locker rooms. That way it's a little easier for everyone to get supplies if they need them. Ah. Blub blub blub. So they're like master keys. Sounds like it'd be pretty bad if one of them went missing. This is the first time we've heard of it. That means the managers for both teams have access to the boys' and girls' locker rooms, right? And it's possible someone on the girls' team could be the culprit. What do you mean by culprit? Well, we're just playing a little riddle game we made up, that's all. We had to get a hint from you in order to solve the case. Nod? Really? That sounds like fun. Sure is lovely to see you kids getting along so well. Well, we better get back to it. Thanks for all your help. Anya's, you liar. Hey, Aggie. Lying to a teacher? And without batting an eye, no less. I guess you've got a naughty streak in you after all. Maybe it's Van's influence. He's been putting ideas in your head, hasn't he? Not that lying can't be beneficial from time to time. Well, I can't say I haven't learned a thing or two from him. But more importantly, I didn't want this issue to get blown out of proportion just yet. The music's faded out. Don't worry, I get you. Well, anyway, let's get back over everything we've learned so far. The problem is that the boys' basketball team can't practice effectively right now due to issues with their supplies. And although we initially thought it'd be somebody on the boys' team causing this, with what Miss Sonia just told us, we now know that the keys held by the managers can open both the boys' and girls' locker rooms. Which means the members of the girls' team are also suspects now. At the moment, however, we still don't have any motives. So who would want to interfere with the boys' practice? Who and why? Actually, what if we changed our perspective a little? Instead of thinking over a list of suspects, we should try and narrow down the reason behind the culprit's actions. Try to infer their goal, huh? Well, let's think about what the benefit would be for doing this in the first place. I think there might be something we're forgetting. You picked up on it too? Right, that gung-ho first year we ran into earlier seemed to be favoring one leg over the other. Yeah, he paused. He was trying to keep anyone from noticing, but I bet anything that he injured himself. Yeah, it didn't seem like he'd told anyone about it either. Although I'm pretty sure the manager has him figured out already. Can't blame him. He seemed so happy to be chosen for first string after all. And there was that part about him wanting to show off what he'd achieved to his girlfriend. Yeah, I think we should use him as our jumping off point for the time being. It has something to do with a first year injury. Whoever was interfering with the practice was doing so because, someone else didn't want him to practice. I think there might be someone else that wants to prevent him from practicing. If that's the case, why not just let him rest for a while? Why ruin it for everyone else? Maybe they tried to get him to rest, but he wouldn't listen. That's what I'm thinking. He seemed like a pretty determined guy after all. Whatever the case may be, I think the most likely that whoever's behind this is someone that wants him to recover from his injury. Considering what we know, the prime suspect would have to be his girlfriend. I think it might be his girlfriend. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, any girl who would be worried if their boyfriend was hurt. Especially since he's been working extra hard just to thank her. Right. I bet she feels guilty because he's pushing himself so hard. If she's as diligent and as thoughtful as he said she is, I'm sure she's been thinking pretty hard on it. Diligent and thoughtful? Doesn't that mean the manager for the first year girls is his girlfriend? Huh, she is? It's all still speculation at this point, but I think she would be the most likely suspect, yeah. Like, once we saw him, like, leaving the room and it was like, hold on, you were limping, mate. Like, you paused there. It's like, it's all slotted into place, didn't it? It's like, Guess being a manager would give her access to the boys' locker room, too. And when I think back on what Sasha said earlier, for example, the manager for the first year girls is really diligent and thoughtful. She's always the last to leave after practice because she wants to make sure everything gets put away neatly. Yep, she's definitely had the opportunity to mess with the boys' supplies too. And all without hurting the girls' team. Would she really go that far for her boyfriend though? If she really cares about him, yeah. If someone found out, it'd just make things worse for him. Oh, S, you clearly don't know the impact love can have on a young maiden. Come on, is this about love or morals? I agree with you, Swin. However, we could be here all day just theorizing. I think the next step is to confront her directly and see what she has to say. Right, the only way we'll get the truth is by asking her. Hopefully she'll open up to us. The manager should be over in the girls' locker room, so let's head over right now. Do-do-do-boo-doo. Hooray! Yeah, that one seemed more logical to me. Definitely seemed more logical. It's just, again, like, once he paused, it was like, hold on, mate. Something going on here. You're pushing yourself too hard. Like, I mean, so upstairs, you can see the difference in height once you go inside. Hello. Sorry, but do you mind if we speak with you for a minute? Hey, what's with me? Sure. What can I help you with? I didn't do it. Anya sat down and calmly explained everything that they learned at the situation, as well as their suspicions. Which brings us here. Everything you've said is true. I won't try to make excuses for it. Like, no, this is the thing. It's like, I get it. It's like, this thing is like, I understand. It's like, I don't agree with what you did. You should really have a word with your boyfriend, but it's like, it's understandable. Yeah. Well, that was easy. I had already told myself that I'd admit what I'd done if everyone found out. I'm sorry, I really am. Could you maybe tell us a bit more about why you did all this? The boy you met, and I started dating not long after he joined the basketball club. To be honest, he wasn't all that good at the start, but he would practice every chance he could get, even on his days off. It's been about a year now, and he finally taken off the benches. Yeah, he seems pretty fired up about it. But he'd been overdoing it lately and ended up hurting his leg. He's been hiding it from everyone so that he can keep practicing. Every time I tried getting him to take it easy, he told me to stop worrying. I can tell you really care for him, especially since you've been supporting him all this time. Yeah. That's why I thought maybe I could make it so that he couldn't practice anymore. That maybe if I was able to slow him down just a little bit. At least until the tournament ended. Thank you for being honest with us. I think we have a pretty good picture of the situation now. However, I'm afraid we can't allow you to continue interfering with the boys' basketball team. That being said, I really do want to respect her feelings. What would Van do if he were in my shoes? Alright, what would Van do? Be honest. Be honest. Would you consider talking to your boyfriend about this? Not just about what you did, but all of it, including how you've been feeling. I know it's my own fault, but I'm afraid that if I tell him, he'll hate me forever. He will not hate you. Not in the slightest. We can't make any promises about how he'll react, but the fact remains that you've hurt both him and his team by doing this. You don't have to be so blunt, S. I know everything and everyone hides things from each other from time to time, but I do think it's better to have as few secrets as possible. We all make the wrong choices occasionally, even if we think it's what's best for the people we care about. And that's all the more reason why I think it's important for you to be honest with him. Your feelings came from a sincere place, and I'm sure he'll understand that. Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting, but based on the little snippets we've had of him. You're right. I'll tell him everything. I don't know if I could stay with him if I had to keep hiding this anyway. Why don't we come along for support? Thank you. It'll help knowing I have someone cheering me on. After that, Agnes and the others went to explain the situation to the injured first year. The girl was open and upfront with him about the situation, and Agnes, Swin and Nadia did what they could to support her from the sidelines. While it was quite a shock to him at first, he understood her reasoning for acting as she did. Promised to take it easy going forward. Yay! A happy ending. Cooperative store? Phew, one more case in the bag. I sure wasn't expecting something like that to be the reason the store's numbers were struggling. Well, at least our client sounded relieved. Yeah, we did find a solution to his problem after all. I'm impressed though. Aggie, you've gotten pretty good at these Aramis 4 SPGs. 4 SPGs, huh? Honestly, I think this is the first time I've ever had to deal with a case like this. I just hope the manager isn't being too hard on herself right now. Even if it doesn't excuse what she did, she really was acting out of love for her boyfriend. Yeah. As long as you make amends, that's not too bad of a situation. Guess I shouldn't let my personal feelings get in the way of things, though. I think you're fine. Everyone's got their own methods, right? I'm sure Van taught you that much. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why, but I think I'm starting to miss him a little. Just a tiny bit, though. Okay then, let's get back to our aimless wandering. What's next on the docket? Tea, maybe? Ooh, that would be delightful. In case you forgot, we still have more work to do.
All in a day's work.
Indubitably.
Reward deposited.
Lauren Gray. Ooh. Didn't expect that one. Obtained Mare Law through Mare and Van's synchronization, even though we didn't get it when with Van, but it's fine. It's fine. Vitality droplets, lovely. So if I wander around to speak to these guys again then. Thanks again for taking up the investigation. Sounds like the situation with the basketball club wasn't quite as bad as I feared. I'm definitely looking forward to having them around again. Indeed. Let's see who else we got around we can speak to. Yeah, because we got more dots. Dots up of every kind. I'm glad I was honest with him. You know, it was actually kind of nice to get it off my chest. I should probably tell Sasha what happened too, just to make sure I take responsibility for everything. That's probably wise, doors everywhere! That first year dropped by again, said his leg was really hurting him. I told him we'd be putting him on a less intense practice regimen, so he won't keep re-injuring himself. Good on you, mate. Oh. He's gone. He's got to check with that guy there, but he's gone. That's Sasha. One of my managers just told me she wants to talk to me later. Sounded pretty serious. Just hope she's not thinking of quitting the team. No. That's not what she's thinking at all. Is there any other dots around that have appeared? I do not think so. Right, let's go up to the student council room then and have a word there. We go. Entering the student council room will cause the main story to advance. As a result, all unfinished quests and unseen sub-events will disappear. Visit the student council room. Someone roll out the red carpet, because I have returned. Hey, Odette. Hello, Albert. Good to see you three again. Sorry to take up more of your time. Oh, it's no big deal. How can we help? I have something I wanted to give Swin and Nadia. Really? My free lunch vouchers? Nope, afraid not. Sorry to get your hopes up. It's a list of all the clubs we have here, along with the upcoming festival events. We kind of threw it together last second, so it's not super detailed or anything. We just thought you might be interested in knowing all of Aramis's extracurricular activities. Normally, people join clubs at the beginning of the school year, but it's never too late. No pressure either way, though. Aramis is fairly lax about this sort of thing. The school's all about giving its students the freedom to decide what's best for themselves, so just treat this as a reference. Aw, thanks, Detty and Bertie. We really appreciate you taking the time to do this, especially given how swamped you are. Wait, back up, did you just call me Detty? Bertie. Well, now I understand why you wanted me to bring them along. They're our classmates now, after all, and they've already expressed interest in trying out new things. Yeah, we couldn't help out with the tour, so this is our way of making up for that. Besides, it's the student council's job to help new students get accustomed to life on campus. If you need anything at all, feel free to give us a shout. NIS, Albert, and I have all got your backs. Wow, I'm not used to being fussed over like this. Never am I. Honestly, it's kind of overwhelming. Never mind. Forget I said anything. We'll give this list our once over later. Thanks again, you guys. You're very welcome. Alright, we'll be heading to the science lab now. The first batch of materials for the school festival arrived earlier than expected, so we're going to take a look at them. Oh, I see. Would you like me to join you? Nah, you don't have to do that. We're more than capable of inspecting a package or two on our own. Are you sure? Positive. You should be spending time with Swin and Nadia anyway. See you all tomorrow. Bye. Thanks for all the help again. Alright, we'll be heading out then. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Whoa, it's almost nighttime. Phew, I sure worked my butt off today, said the girl who slept through most of her classes. Still, I suppose we did get a good feel for the campus. I think we're in the clear. Huh? In the clear? We were scouting the place out. We used to do that whenever we came to a new area back when we were on the run. No one's chasing us anymore, obviously, but we're having a hard time breaking the habit. I'm so sorry, I never realized. Don't apologize, it's just kind of an us thing. Did have a weird feeling a little earlier, but it was probably my imagination. Probably not. I'll chalk it up to the first day of school jitters. Now that I've made my debut, the school smooth sailing on the lazy school life rivers from here. Yep, from tomorrow on, I'm in coast mode. Translation, I'm gonna slack off and sink my disciplinary record in the process. Exactly, I'm taking this chance to live out all my high school fantasies. Go hard or go home. First on the list, sleep in and forget my homework. And I find a passionate love letter on my desk. I would suggest omitting that first one. At the very least, I'll be able to keep the pace with the material. Their test scores were exceptional. Still a little concerned on their behalf, but maybe they'll be okay. Alright, do you two like to get some... What?
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 An explosion?
And a big one. From the other side. It looks like it came from the second floor on the left wing.
Bloody hell.
No, that can't be.
Science lab. Science lab. I'm liking the shaky cam for that. Oh.
Yes! Stay back!
No! How did this happen?
Bloody hell.
Oh, Dad! Albert!
Time leap? Yeah, time leap. Like, oh, phew. That didn't feel right, that one. I was like, no, come on, give us a time leap. Whoa! It was all nice, and then it went all cold steel on us, where it's like, oh, it's a lovely school life here, and it's civil war. Like, what the hell? Like, what? We're going that far back? Oh, leaving Aramis. Like, what ones have we got then? Like, how far back did these go? Wait, these different branches? That's interesting in itself, right? The fact it has different branches? That all lead to this point. Like, it doesn't matter what you did. It all led to this branch. There's that element to it where it's like Falcom took into account what we did. But that means the timeline took into account what we did. But it didn't matter what we did. It would have all led to where we were anyway. Not all branching paths lead to a different outcome. I don't think we've seen that aspect before. Okay, so time leap. Because what the hell? Do you guys remember this one though?
What? Another fuzzy memory. Did time just rewind again?
Yeah, I feel like it did.
I did it. I did it.
Aggie?
Yeah, it's like, oh no. They're okay. They're okay, Anyas. They're okay. We time leap. They're okay. We can stop whatever happened.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm all right. Sorry, I was just a little confused.
I will say, due to this element, just this moment, it's like, Anyas as a character have been sort of like, she's there. That's how I felt, like, during Daybreak and up to now, really. It was like, oh yeah, Anyas was there. Like, she didn't really have, like, too much of an impact on the story after the first, well, the prologue chapter, I suppose, of Daybreak. She just felt like she was just there, and the other characters had more going on. It was like, oh, okay, there's that character. But now we got to this point. God, I feel for her so much. It's like, oh, I liked the fact she teared up there. Even though it's only a fuzzy memory, it's like, that's her friends. that she saw her friends dead. It's like, I mean, she's seen other things, you know, with time leaping and stuff, but it's still like, oh, like, yeah, just her reactions is just like when the explosion was there in front of him, like all the debris and everything and the bodies, like her face, she was shocked. Like, yeah, just I don't know why, but just this time leap has just impacted me probably more than the others, even though the first one was like, what the hell? Like, this one is just, but mainly because of the reaction it would be for Anya's and how she felt about it. Ooh. It's that sort of thing like, I want to give her a hug. It's like, oh no, it's okay. We time leap, they're fine. We can stop it, we can change it.
Was that the science lab? Did that really happen?
It did, you can change it. It's like, no, head to the science lab.
This is no time to be second-guessing myself. Let's go check out the science lab.
Good idea. I can't remember exactly what happened, but maybe investigating that place will help jog my memory.
Let's strike while the iron's hot.
I thought I heard your voice. What are you all standing around here for? Come on... in?
Is everything all right? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
I wanted to just grab them. Like, just grab them and hug them.
Whatever do you mean by that? Anyway, we have to go. Something just came up.
Although she is probably being more sensible, being like, I haven't got time to like deal with the motions yet. Like, if I don't go find out what's going on in the science lab, it may happen again. I need to stop it. So yeah, she's being more sensible than me.
Yep, totally last second. Sorry to bother you guys.
We'll stop by again a little later.
You two stay here, okay? Whatever you do, don't go to the science lab.
Huh? Sure?
That was... strange. Well, I do have some business over in the science lab, but how'd she know about that?
I will say, I'm liking to...
If memory serves, it happened right at sunset. We should have time to stop it.
But we don't have time to dilly-dally, so let's move those legs, people.
I mean, it happened at sunset, but that doesn't mean it's a timer. That could just be someone interacted with something and then that caused the explosion. And you could end up accidentally doing the same, so you've got to be careful. Because it's like, yeah, sunset doesn't mean anything yet. Not until you find potentially like a timer. Like, that's still a risk in itself. But yeah, I was going to say, I'm actually enjoying 2B more than I did 2A. Like, already. Because I felt like 2A, the story was advancing too quickly. It felt rushed. Like, the writing especially, it very much felt like it was a rushed part of chapter. We'll just say chapter just for the benefit of this, so it makes sense. It felt like a rushed chapter. Like, how I feel like they could have done 2A better was the arrest of Van and the entire situation around that. That you start investigating there with Van. And as you get some clues as to what's going on with Cao as a result of that, but you can't put the pieces together yet, kind of thing. It's like, what's going on there? Why is there a check there? Oh, that's the library, isn't it? You start getting a few pieces there on your first day. And then the next day, he's been taken off by the police. They're investigating that themselves. You start doing the rounds again, you know, that kind of thing. And then the Guillen stuff happens the next day. It's like, well, who poisoned him? What's going on? And you start investigating that, and you start putting the pieces together there. Then I feel that would then, for whatever reason, you know, as a result of investigating both those things, it then leads to where we went off to the eroded cave, being like, there's something going on at the eroded cave. And then as a result of going to the eroded cave, on the third day there, the pieces would fall into place and be like, it's Cao, and then you head off to the tower and stop Cao and see what's going on there, and everything plays out the same. It's that case of like, the story itself isn't bad in the previous bit. Like, that wasn't bad. It just felt like they did it too quickly compared to what we had in Daybreak, compared to what we had in the previous chapters, you know, in Daybreak 2. It just, 2A just felt a bit too quick for me. It just felt like, oh, we're at the end. We've investigated all this, like, boom, we've done it. Like, what? The pieces just fell into place too quickly for me. Whereas here, there were no pieces. This is a different scenario and it's more exciting immediately. Because it's like, yeah, they're scoping out the school and then boom. Literally boom. Yeah. Literally boom. Yeah, that's just how I feel right now in terms of the storytelling going on here. It's that case of like, sure, the pieces are moving into place with the Zhao story, but it felt like they moved too quickly based on what we've had previously in this series.
All right, let's move.
That's what I'm feeling with that. It went a bit too quickly. I expected another day of investigating sort of in the middle, but we didn't get that. We just didn't get that. Anyway, that's what's going to be done for this part. In the next part, we'll go check out the science lab. Ta-da for now.